Okay, week 4 for Riverbend Farms CSA share box. Top gets open and right away I see this beautiful black popcorn. We had this last year. Gosh, do you remember that? I had a lot of fun with this. It is fun to pop right on the cob. If you put the cob in a paper bag, close it up, and pop it in the microwave for a few minutes. Look at last year's post for the information about exactly how many minutes you pop it. It'll pop right on the cob. It also pops up beautifully white, real pretty. Okay, let's see what's under here. Ooh, these are nice. Some lovely green onions. Kohlrabi! Michael, that's your favorite.
I love that stuff.
Purple kohlrabi. Very beautiful. Michael likes this peeled and sliced. It's great raw. It's great shredded into slaws. It's really nice to cut into slices and saute. I again like to get a little brownness on this. This is in the broccoli family, and it just so happens that you eat the stem instead of the flower. So it has a lot of things in common with broccoli. It's a brassica. So what else do we have? Oh, lots of gorgeous lettuce. Look at this. Boy, we're in high season, aren't we? So we've got a couple of different kinds of lettuce. These, I just wrap them loosely in a paper towel and then drop them into an extra large Ziploc bag. It's a 2-gallon bag, and I just keep the same one week after week. And I put all of my greens in there, and then you can leave that zip open just a little bit so some of the extra moisture will go out. Again, last year, I think one of my first posts, I had instructions on how to wash a big sink full of lettuce. In the restaurant business, often you'll see huge sinkfuls of lettuce being washed and then packed away into tubs for service later in the day. And take a cue from that, and you can do the same at home. It makes your everyday salad go a lot faster. But remember, if you do that, if you trim and wash and store it, it's not going to keep as long as it would if you left it on the stem. Okay. Then we've got chard. Oh, look, this is either the bright lights or the neon lights chard. Isn't this pretty? Chard cooks up like 2 separate vegetables, although the stems are really pretty small on this one. Generally, the stems are larger, and so I say strip the green leaf off, cook the stems for a few minutes in olive oil, and then put the leaves in there along with it. I've got another great recipe that I posted last year for one of my favorite chard recipes, mixing it with garlic mashed potatoes with quite a bit of Parmesan cheese. It's really a tasty way to have chard. Of course, chard loves to be chopped up and thrown into bean soups. This is young and tender. You can probably cut it into slivers for a salad, but I like chard best cooked. And you know, this bunch would make a nice serving for 4, sauteed with either olive oil or a little bacon, and just have it as a side like you would spinach. And then, oh, here's my favorite kale. This is lacinato kale, also known as Tuscan kale or black kale. Has lots of aliases, but I think that the flavor of this is particularly yummy. I also think that this makes great kale chips. One of the things I like to do with this when I make kale chips out of this, and again I've got a recipe from last year. I'll link up these recipes. So like you're doing any other kale, where you strip off the tough stem, but I like to cut it into these long strips and then toss them with olive oil, bake them until they're crisp, sprinkle them with salt or other seasonings like Parmesan cheese or chili peppers or chili powder or garlic powder. And then the little strips once they're crisp, are kind of fun to put into almost in a vase in the center of the table for a cocktail party. We've done that before. Oh, great, more peas. Oh, and you can see these have mature peas inside. I think these are shell peas. I have to check my list. But to shell peas, you just strip off the string like that and then pop them open. Oh, no, I think these are snow peas because look how tiny these peas are. Yep. I would say these are snow peas. So you can eat the whole thing. That's really nice. And more zucchini. Zucchini's getting a little larger. This would be the perfect size to scoop out the center and stuff and bake. It also would be a nice addition to zucchini muffins or zucchini bread. And I really like to do fritters with shredded zucchini too. Okay. That's it for today. Enjoy!